All right, good morning, scholars. This morning we're going to be doing algebraic fractions. We already started algebraic fractions last time we did live algebra session. These fractions that we're going to be doing now, it's still addition and subtraction, but just a little bit more complex. So we had started with simple addition and subtraction of fractions that they were like one term over another term. These ones that we're going to do now, they might have two terms at the top. Both in both fractions, they might have two terms at the top. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing. So just allow me to, I'm waiting for my scholars to join. All right, so while they're logging on, I'm going to set up start writing the fractions. Okay, so what's happening here now? Not seeing my mouse. Oh Lord. Something is always happening. All right, let me try again. Let me try that again. All right, so so let's say we have a fraction that looks like this. So we might have 2x minus 4, 2x minus 4y over 9 plus 3x minus 2y over 4. All right, so let me just double check and make sure you're seeing the screen because I know. All right, so everybody's seeing. Just let me know if you can hear me. Those in the chat, let me know if you're hearing me. Okay, so if you notice now in these fractions, we have one denominator for each one, but we have in the numerators we have two terms, but it's the same procedure, it's the same principle. So we're going to find our LCM. And the LCM of 9 and 4, we know that is what, 36. 9 goes into 36 4 times. So what we're going to do is we have to multiply everything up here by the 4. We have to multiply both terms by the 4. So we bracket it to show that we're going to multiply the 2 terms by 4. And then, so 4 into 36 goes 9. Sorry, so we should have a 9 out front here before we put the bracket. So we should have a 9. And we're going to multiply these 2 terms by the 9. So 3x minus 2y. So now we can expand the brackets up here, and then we're going to simplify the brackets. So 4 times 2x, that's 8x. 4 times negative 4y is negative 16y. And 9 times 3x, that's 27x. 9 times negative 2y, that's negative 18y. All over 36. Now, simplifying those, grouping the like terms. So 8x plus 27x, that's 35x. And negative 16y minus 18y, that's negative 34y. All over 36. And this is as simple as it gets because we're not able to cancel all 3 terms. There's no number except 1 that can go into 35, negative 34, and 36. So that is how we leave it. All right, so let me know if this is clear to you. Let me know if that's clear to you before we move on to something else. All right, so John is saying it's clear. Okay. Other students, other scholars, let me hear if you understand what I just did. And if you have any questions, if you don't understand why I did any particular thing, let me know. Imani says, Miss, I understand. Najaro says he understands. So let's move on to another example. All right, so let's say we have 5a plus 7b plus 3a minus 6b, and these are over 8, and these are over 5. So as usual, we're going to find our LCM, the LCM of 5 and 8, and that is 40. 5 goes into 48 times, and we're going to need to multiply all of these 2 by 8. So we put 8 in front and write back the 5a plus 7b. Eight into 40 goes 5 times, so we put a 5 in front and write back the 3a minus 6b. So now we need to expand the brackets using the distributive law. So 8 times 5a, that's 40a. And 8 times 7b, that's 56b. 5 times 3a, that's 15a. And 5 times negative 6b is negative 30b. All over 40. So now we need to simplify by grouping the like terms. 40a plus 15a, that's 55a. 5b minus 30b, that's negative 25b, all over 40. But you realize though that we can reduce these, we can simplify because each of these numbers is divisible by 5. So 5 into that goes 11, 5 into that goes 5, 5 into that goes 8. So our final answer then would be 11a minus 5b over 8. So we were able to cancel these. So remember I was telling you for this last one, we could not cancel. Even though we could say 2 can go into 34, 2 can go into 36, but 2 can't go into 35. So that's why we had to just leave this as it is. This set now we could cancel because all 3 numbers are divisible by 5. All right, so we're just going to keep working some examples. Some sub we have, let's say we have 2w minus 4x over 6 minus w plus 9x over 3. And we know the LCM of 6 and 3, that's 6. 6 goes into 6 one time. So this is going to be multiplied. All of these terms, we'll bracket them and we'll multiply them by 1, which is going to give us the same thing. And for the other set, so we have 3 into 6 goes 2 times. So we write back our terms in brackets because we're going to multiply them by the negative 2. Remember, it's not 2 we're multiplying by, it's negative 2. So put back our denominator of 6. And 1 times each of these, so you're going to get back the same thing. We're going to have back the 2w, the minus 4x, and negative 2 times w is negative 2w, and negative 2 times 9x is negative 18x. So what you see happening here is that the 2w minus 2w, that's gone, that's 0. And then we'll have negative 4x minus 18x, which is negative 22x over 6. And this can be reduced by 2. So 2 into that, 11, 26, 3. So final answer, that's negative 11x over 3. All right, let me check the chat to see if there are any questions. Okay, so I'm not seeing any questions. All right, so we're going to work 4 more. Let's work 4 more. So let's say we have negative 10x minus y over 7 minus 3x minus 4y over 5. Now you notice we have all negatives here. The LCM of 7 and 5, that's 35. 7 into 35 goes 5 times, so we're going to have 5 bracket negative 10x minus y, and we're going to have the negative 5 into 35, 7, negative 7, 3x minus 4y. And that's going to give, expanding the brackets, 5 times negative 10x, so that's negative 50x. 5 times negative y, that's negative 5y. Negative 7 times 3x, that's negative 21x. And negative 7 times negative 4y is positive 28y. So this one is crucial right in here. So remember, you're having, and this is a negative times a positive, which is negative. And then we have a negative times a negative. So this one is positive. So what we have is negative 50x minus 21x, which is negative 71x. And negative 5y plus 28y, that's a positive 23y over 35. And these 3 terms don't have a common factor other than 1. So we're going to leave as is. So let's look at some that have even more complicated, where we might have a number in front, right? In the denominator, we have already in the denominator. All right, so we'd have to sort out these fractions first. So there are 2 ways you can do it. You can expand the bracket first. So you could do that first. So you could say 4 times 2x, that's 8x, 4 times negative 3, and so on, 5 times that. And then work it, find the LCM again. Or you can just go straight and find the LCM, and then when you say 7 into that, so the LCM would be 70. 7 into 70 goes 10, and you multiply the 4 by the 10, and then multiply it by the 2. So let's do it the first way. Expand the bracket first. So 4 times 2x, that's 8x. And 4 times negative 3y is negative 12y over 7. 5 times 4x, that's 20x. And 5 times 7y, that's 35y over 10. And now we just go from here. So remember, this is what we would have been given for the ones that we just did. So we take it from here now, find the LCM, which is 70. And 7 into 70 goes 10 times. So again, we're going to end up with brackets to expand. We're going to end up with brackets to expand. So it just makes it a little bit more complex because we have additional step. And 10 into 70 goes 7. All right, so let's expand that bracket now. So 10 times 8x, that's 80x. And 10 times negative 12y, negative 120y. 7 times 20x is 140x. And 7 times 35y. All right, so 7 5s 35. 7 3 is 21 and 4. So 245y. So let me double check just to make sure I work that out properly. Yes, 245. So simplifying now, combining the like terms, 80x plus 140x. So that's 220x. And negative 120 plus 245. That's positive 125. So that's the y, positive 125y over 70. And all of these are divisible by 5. All right, so 5 into the 125, that's 25. And 5 into the 220 is 44. So we have 44x plus 25y and 5 into 70, that's 14. All right, and that is the final answer. So we're going to do 2 more like that and then wrap it up. Okay, so do you have any questions? No question. I have 2, 3x minus 11 over 2. All right, let's put it over 12 minus 6x minus 1 over 4. All right, so let's expand the brackets first. So we would have 6x minus 22 over 12 and 6 over 4. And LCM is 12 thing. And so expanding this bracket now, we're going to end up with the same 6x minus 22 because we're multiplying it by 1. And negative 3 times 6x is negative 18x. Negative 3 times negative 6, that's a positive 18 all over 12. So 6x minus 18x, that's negative 12x. Negative 22 plus 18, that's negative 4 over 12. And these can be reduced by 4. So 4 into each of those would give negative 3x minus 1 over 4. All right, so let's do one more. Yes, it's a lot. And goes, it says a lot of simplifying. So when we have the ones that brackets in the original fractions, we can expand that first, expand the bracket first, and then we'll work it like normal. So last one, 7x minus 5y over 4 plus x plus y. And so these ones supposed to have the bracket. So let's say we have 3. And then so let's say we had 9x plus y. All right, so that's all. So we'll expand this bracket first. So we'd have 3 times 7, that's 21x. 3 times negative 5, negative 15y. And we just have this, put this, so 9 times x, 9x. 9 times y is 9y. We need to put that over 1. And the LCM of 4 and 1 is 4. 4 into 4, 1, so same thing. 1 times 21x minus 15. And 1 into 4 goes 4 times. So over here now we're going to have 4 times 9x plus 9y. So expanding them, 1 times each of these going to give back the same thing. So that's 21x minus 15y. So that's 30, and 4 nines 36 again. So that's 36y over 4. So simplifying, we have 21x, 36x, that's 57x, and negative 15y plus 36y. So that will be 21, positive 21y over 4. And since these numbers are not all divisible by anything 1, so that will be our final answer. So that's it for this type of algebraic fractions. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so next time we do algebraic fractions, we are going to be multiplying and dividing algebraic fractions.